we can fix what's been broken. We can make things whole again.
Gathering shards.
Yes, together.
Bee Season is not only about Eliza and Aaron and Saul and Miriam. It's also about the way that you break something into small pieces in order to then connect them together. And of course, that's connected to what I think is the deepest theme in the film, and that is Tikun Olam.
God is everything. A perfect, luminous essence. But even God wants more, to experience more, to give. So God creates a vessel, a container that can receive this gift of God's pure light. So this divine light pours into the vessel. The vessel, of course, can't contain the magnitude of this light, and it shatters, destroying the vessel and scattering its broken shards in a big bang of creation.
The first idea, which permeates the whole film, is the notion that we live in a fragmented universe. Christians can talk about a universe that needs reconciliation, and the Jewish term Tikun Olam, repair of the world, in my mind, is exactly the same thing, though in a different religious context.
Now, man's job is to locate and gather these shards to make the vessel, our world, whole again.
All of us live a life of feeling fragmented at times, worse than other times. We're all on a path towards trying to find personal redemption in some way, and we do it the best way we know how.
You know, there are people who believe that letters are expression of a very special primal energy, and when they combine to make words, they hold all the secrets of the universe.
To have the little girl fascinated by words, able to spell with an incredible proficiency, made a natural link, I think, with some of the mystical dimensions of alphabet and word, which is part of Jewish mysticism.
Kabbalistic.
Kabbalistic?
That is correct, Kabbalistic.
C-O...
The film shows that we're all, in our own way, on a quest to find the divine presence in our lives. Ways in which the various characters pursued this search was problematic because you had each of them having a flaw.
In very many ways, it's a film about redemption, because each one of them is looking for the way in which to put their world together.
Abulafia believed that by concentrating on letters, the mind could be opened up and reach what he called Shefa.
Saul, from the very beginning, he's really a good father. He's so invested in his children's, desires, needs, success, perhaps to a fault. And then what happens is you see him messing with the danger of the Kabbalah.
Okay, my translation. This notebook is my translation of Abulafia's words. It's his guide, Ellie, for reaching Shefa.
The focus of this exercise on the combining of the letters, and in this sense, they're the Hebrew letters. Part of this myth is that the letters themselves have divine character to them, so that the combining of the letters releases divine power.
Abulafia had. I saw it on the stage at the Bee. I think you can use his methods to achieve Shefa, to reach the ear of God.
The mother's story, I think, is a bit more obscure. The flashbacks, what really happened to her, but clearly it involved the loss of her parents, her family life in some way. Clearly she's building a way to reform a world that was fragmented.
I used to carry it with me. I love the way it holds the light.
Intuitively, Miriam senses something in Eliza, and she doesn't quite know how to get at it. So she's sort of querying her daughter in the hopes that something will be said that will actually allow her to move forward in her own journey.
What happens to you when you close your eyes?
I start out hearing it in my head. And then I can see it.
What?
the word?
The film dealt a lot with specifically the Jewish mystical tradition. They're indicating here that it has power, but if you're not prepared for it, you could be endangered.
It was a very powerful film. Though it set in a Jewish context, the actual application is far broader and I think applies to people who have any kind of spiritual yearning.
Encourages all of us to really recognize that come into this life and we're each on our own journey to try and find the places where we can feel whole.
That becomes, in a way, the greatest question as the film progresses. What's the price that this character is going to pay to fulfill her father's wishes for herself as well as her own?